to Cylinder Tracker Lesson 6. Do you have proof of return? Do you have anything in place that provides you with proof of return of empty cylinders that you've returned to your supplier? Well, if you don't, without proof of return, how can you query an invoice or expect to have your supplier make adjustments to your account if you've got nothing to back up the information that you're querying? If you have no proof of return to your supplier, they're just going to ignore you. And especially now with the fact of using barcoding, you just don't have a leg to stand on. So you've got to come up and implement something within your system that gives you the means of being able to show them proof of return. The way to do this is you need something in your system that allows you to capture the signature of the driver that's picking up your cylinders, or if you're delivering them to the branch themselves on your own vehicles, you need to have something where that agent that is accepting the cylinders signs for your return, and you keep that copy on file. That way, when your monthly invoice comes in, if there's ever a query on anything, you've got proof then that you have actually returned those cylinders to the supplier, and they can't argue against it. It's just that simple. It's very hard for them to argue against a written signature that you can produce to say, on this date, I returned this cylinder with this barcode, or this size cylinder, and so forth. So it's vital that you have some means of, proof that you have physically returned these cylinders. It's simple little adjustments like these to your system that can make all the difference. They can save you a lot of time and hassle, and in the end, it's where you're saving money because you're saving time, you're saving hassles, and it all goes to support what you're doing and providing proof to the supplier in case there's ever a query. So this is just a short lesson, but a very, very important one. Do not overlook this stage. This is a vital key in the whole link to the system. Without proof of return, you have no grounds to query any invoice. So keeping that in mind, we will move on to lesson 7. So I hope you've taken this one on board, because this is a very, very important one. How you implement it within your system, I'll leave up to you, but there's simple ways of doing it. So consider including the signature on the bottom of your transport manifest. That's the easiest way of doing it. That's where I've found it to be very, very easy, is I've just incorporated it into the transport manifest. On the bottom of it, there's a signature block for the driver or agent and the date, and keep your copy, give your supplier a copy, and that way you've got proof of return and they can't argue with you. So we'll move on to lesson 7. Thank you.